if you go and say, I want to buy a property in Malaysia, and they go, we don't want your money, well, best of luck. You're not going to buy a property in Malaysia. If you go, well, I want to buy somewhere, and these 5 countries go, hey, we'll take your dough, well, guess what? That's where you're going to go and buy a property.
Yep.
Right? So, and this has been going on for ages. And I just wanted to show people that Australia is not unique in our property boom. Right? It's been going on in the United States, the UK, Canada, even other Sweden, Germany had a touch of it. So what I'm saying is it's a function of capital flowing around the world looking for somewhere to invest, right? And when interest rates were really low, the best thing people were buying was property. And the reason why was because you could leverage the shit out of it, right? You could borrow $1 million at 1% or 2% and only need to have 100,000, right? Well, that's an enormous amount of leverage and an enormous amount of risk, but it's been working so far. But I just wanted to show that like I think we mentioned last week, Asia's not the same and Europe is not the same as America and, Australia, Canada, blah, blah, blah. We are different type of capitalists. We're much more free-flowing.
Well, because like Bali, for example, right, if you want to get a place there, they'll let you get a 99-year lease or something. So you can never actually claim that as yours.
That's exactly right. Yeah. It's sort of kind of yours, but if you play up, well, okay, we're going to pull the contract.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just the way governments keep people in line.
Well, there's immigration in the mix as well, though, right? Like those 5 countries are a lot more open to immigration.
Absolutely. Yep.
It's a key part of to keep their economy afloat. I think in the budget this week, they're opening the doors to more immigrants coming in.
No, they're cutting them.
Oh, they're cutting them.
They're cutting them.
Right.
But that's a function of political pressure, right? People are starting to say, well, house prices are going up. Why? Oh, because of all the immigrants. Whether it's right or wrong, doesn't matter. The political point is they're going, okay, people think it's immigration, right? We better dial back.
We've got to be seen to be doing something.
Well, and now they're saying to universities, if you want foreign students, that's fine. You got to house them.
Right, okay.
Right, so there's all this, and that's when you know that there's tension in. And again, Jacob, it's happening in other places, right? That England and these places have got the same problem with the immigrants coming in.
Especially post-COVID when the economy was on its knees and they've gone, oh, anyone just come in, spend your money, and we'll figure it out later.
Yep, exactly. And remember the 4 Cs, the long-term demographics are really bad for most countries. So what Australia's doing is saying, quite sensibly, Australia's saying, listen, we need to get a lot of people in this joint really quickly because our birth rate is falling, so we're not going to have enough labour. Then you get inflation, you get lower economic growth. So that's why they're saying, open the floodgates and let all these people in, right? And then, give them permanent residence at the blink of an eye, let them become Australian really quickly rather than go through a really long, laborious process.
Just like happened to you, right?
I went through the laborious process.
Yeah.
What's that?
Disgusting. I went through the laborious process.
An expensive, laborious process.
Yeah. But that's right. That's the point.
Yeah.
Now they're going, hey, just come on in. Yeah, no worries. Go to a job. Grab a house. Do what you want.
Yeah. Well, on Tuesday, rates day, we spoke about the RBA kept rates on hold. But with inflation and everything, sentiment is that there's a good chance they're going to continue to rise.
Yeah.
Whereas there's been a lot of uncertainty around that, right?